Welcome to See the Stories on the Trio News Show on See Today. Before we start our discussion, I want to ask Rangga. So Rangga, how much coffee do you drink per day?
I want to go, let's say 3 to 4 a
Wow,
day.
3 to 4 cups.
Cups, yes.
Okay, and how do you feel afterwards?
Of course I feel good, otherwise I wouldn't drink that much, right?
I mean, you feel
Oh
energized?
yeah, of course. I feel like I'm just ready to tackle the day or whatever task that I may have during that time.
Wow, so that's the benefit for you.
I think so.
All right, so besides Rangga, many Indonesians drink coffee on a daily basis. So let's see some numbers about Indonesian coffee consumption. So Indonesia consumes around 4.5 kilograms of coffee per capita as of 2024. The country's coffee market has also expanded by around 7% annually over the past few years.
Meanwhile, Indonesia's coffee consumption last year amounted to around 4.4 kilograms of coffee per capita. The country's total coffee consumption rate reached about 300,000 metric tons in 2023.
Indonesia ranks among the top 20 coffee consuming countries globally, with a notable increase in demand for specialty and artisanal coffees, driven by a younger demographic and burgeoning cafe culture. Wow.
Look at that. All right, now to know more about how caffeine affects our bodies, let's welcome clinical nutrition specialist Dr. Putri Sakti Dwi to the studio. Hey, doctor, welcome.
Hello. Hi, Doctor. Welcome back to See
Yeah,
Today
welcome
Studio.
back.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
actually my second time interviewing Dr. Putri.
Right, so you're one of the regulars, and I see that. Why? Because we need a lot of information.
Yes,
right?
even though more regulars on the morning show.
In the morning show too. So welcome again in the afternoon show.
Welcome. Yeah.
And I think we're just gonna jump right into this first discussion, this first chit chat that we're gonna have. I mean, we're talking about caffeine, we're talking about coffee. This is not a new topic, right? This
Yes.
is very broad. This is very general. That everybody's actually been doing this for a long time. But we want to know what caffeine really is and how does it affect us in many ways.
Okay, caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant.
Okay.
The mechanism is this caffeine will block the adenosine receptor.
Okay.
Adenosine is like chemical that will make us like sleepy,
Oh.
yeah,
right.
tired, etc. Because it will promote the sleep. So when we consume the caffeine, it will help us to more alert.
I see. That's
See,
why
there
you
you go,
say
right?
you feel more energized.
No, let me ask you. I mean, maybe you too. When you consume coffee, right? Even though now, but do you do it right away when you wake up, or do you wait
No,
until?
no. Always
No.
with a filled stomach.
Okay.
I never do it on an empty stomach.
But
Because,
me, on
yeah.
the other hand, as soon as I wake up, that's the first thing I do. Of course, after
Wow.
brushing my teeth and
Yeah,
wash my face a little bit. But coffee is the number one thing that I do. Is that good? Is there any preference between what I'm doing to what Maria is doing,
Yeah.
doctor?
Yeah, first we need to know that it's normal us to consume like 400 caffeine or it's like 2 until 4 cup a day.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you think that when you consume this caffeine and it make you anxious or maybe your digestive get some like discomfort, so you need to reduce the
it.
intake. Yes.
Yeah. But is it better to consume it before meal or after meal?
Of course, after meal, because this caffeine will induce the acidity of our
Yeah, that's why
stomach.
sometimes
Okay.
people have acid reflux after consuming
Yes.
coffee. And what are the health benefits of proper caffeine consumption? Proper is after
Yeah.
meal.
Right. Thank you, Maria.
Of course, it will induce our alertness and
Yeah.
then energize or maybe our focus or concentration. And it will increase the release of dopamine as a happy hormone. So
Yeah,
it
like
will
happy mood.
make, feel good, feel
Yeah.
Okay, so again, to kind of recap really quickly, so you better have your coffee after you have
Your meal.
a little bit of something to eat.
Yes.
And then now we want to know if the considered, I think you already said it, maybe 400 grams.
milligrams a day.
400
Yes.
milligrams
gram is
a
really
day.
a lot.
Sorry, 400 milligrams a day. But if you want to kind of break it down a little bit more, do you do that 400 milligrams a day in one serving, two serving? How does it work best for according to you
Yeah.
and the knowledge that you have?
Yeah, actually it will save if we consume just like 200 milligrams a day.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 2 cups a day.
Two
Okay.
cups
But
a day.
actually, it depends on our sensitivity too.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So is it now? I just want to take it a little bit further. Is there a good, let's say, duration?
Yeah.
A gap between
Okay.
after your first coffee. It's better or it's best not to have another coffee until, let's say, 5 hours after. Or is there any rule on that, doctor?
No, there are
There is-
no
okay.
rules. Yeah,
So-
it's all depends on your daily dose for a day.
Okay.
see.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
our sensitivity too.
I
Okay,
see.
so okay,
And
good to know.
okay, that's for adults, like normal adults. What
Yes.
about for pregnant adults?
Yeah.
What are the amounts that are safe for
Mm-hmm.
pregnant moms?
Okay.
Yeah, who want to consume caffeine?
Okay, the safe dose for pregnant or maybe breastfeeding
Yeah.
woman is like 200 milligrams a day.
It's like a half
Yes, it's
portion
a
of
half
the
portion.
Okay.
non-pregnant and non-breastfeeding.
Yes, but I always suggest my patient to just consume like a cup a day of coffee or a tea.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
okay.
Is it true that coffee, because I heard children cannot consume coffee because it hinders absorption of iron.
Yes,
and that
correct.
also happens for the pregnant and breastfeeding women. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Okay.
It will inhibit our iron,
Iron and
absorption.
B12 and also
All
folate.
of us, yeah. So if you want to drink source of caffeine, you need to give like 2 until 3 hours from the iron food source.
Okay, so it doesn't like hinder the,
Yes.
the benefit consumption of the iron.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. Now, if we have a little bit too much or we have too much coffee, can you tell us what kind of signs that we can actually tell when you're having too much, or then when you become addicted to coffee? Do we give out signs when we have that kind of condition?
Yes, the sign of addiction to the coffee is like we have to have it every single day. And if we don't consume it, we feel like tiredness, fatigue, or maybe headache.
Yeah.
I actually sometimes feel that too if I don't get my coffee right in the beginning of the start of the morning.
Yeah, maybe you
I
just
think
get
that I
a
am
little
addicted
bit
to-
addicted.
Yeah,
Yes, I think
yeah.
I am then in that kind of category now because I have to have it.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
get you
yeah.
right, like you said, the last one, headache. I
It's
will
like
get
a
my headache.
culture, especially for those who work in corporate. It's like in the first thing in the morning when they arrive, like coffee first. And then that happens for the people who are tolerant for coffee. But what about the people who are not tolerant for coffee? Can you develop it? Can you develop tolerance over coffee? Like for those who are coffee intolerant, let's say who have gastric acid, how do you develop tolerance over coffee?
Yeah, for like someone with have gastric acid, we can suggest them to consume it after
Meal.
a meal, of course. But if someone with very sensitive to the caffeine, we always just limit it like a cup a day.
Okay.
A cup a day.
Yes,
Not
a cup
too
a day,
much.
not too much.
Yeah. So you guys were talking. You actually brought up the topic of pregnant women have they have to limit a certain number of coffee intake a day. But other than that, what kind of other specific
Yeah.
conditions, health conditions that one must avoid
Yep.
or limit their coffee intake?
Like maybe some kind of a disease or
Yes.
neural condition.
Yeah, mostly for someone with mental health like panic attack.
Anxiety.
Yes,
Should
anxiety
limit.
disorder. Yeah, we need to limit it because
Okay.
it stimulate their alertness and etc. And then we need to limit like for someone with hypertension
Oh, I
or maybe
see.
someone with irregular heartbeat.
Heartbeat, yeah.
Yes, we
Right,
need
right,
to.
right.
Make it more.
Yes, correct.
Right,
We
and then
need
maybe
to
one last one.
less
More.
consume.
How old is too old then to consume coffee?
Yeah, best is after 18 years old.
Oh, and that's the younger.
The youngest
yeah,
one that you
was-
can
Yeah.
start drinking coffee because if it's
Yeah.
too early, then it's like what you said earlier
Yeah.
too. Okay,
It's not
but
good
then
for
when you're like 80 something, it doesn't really have any
Yeah.
a limit on how old you can actually enjoy coffee.
Yeah,
Doc?
like
No,
can
actually,
elderly
Can
enjoy it
yeah,
until
older people
they are
can
very
still
old?
drink and
yeah,
enjoy?
actually there are no limit for like senior or elderly,
Okay,
it's
good,
same with us, like
Okay.
400 milligram a day.
Still, even for them.
Yes,
see.
but we need to consider if the elderly have some condition like
I see. Then
that
hypertension,
we
yeah,
have to take
stroke
it.
or
I
etc.
see. Always look for the signs in your body, like
Yes,
just check for
correct.
the symptoms.
Yeah.
I see. And we still have Dr. Putri here, and for the next, See the Stars will continue after the break. And we continue about how caffeine affects our body, and so don't go anywhere.